Hello everyone, I'm Deanna and I'm trying to scribble my way to becoming a best-selling author. Best-selling? Whoops. So it is currently Thursday morning. It is 11. I have been busy doing morning things. But plan for today, first point of order, checking jobs as always. Then we are editing the video that's going out later today. Hopefully shouldn't take that long. I did a bunch of editing yesterday, which, by the way, I was right, I didn't do any more writing yesterday, but I did do like half the editing for the video, only because my headache went away. But then as I was editing and suddenly I felt so nauseous, I thought I was literally going to throw up. It was really bad. I think it's because, so I think I had the headache because the meds I take need like me to eat quite fatty foods, and I find that hard to do because I have a bad liver. But I did have like, so we basically ordered like a burger for dinner because we were both just like, we can't bother to cook. Fucked up day. After that, my headache did go away, so that helped the meds, but instead my liver started acting up, so I started to feel sick, and then I was sick for like several hours last evening, just kind of drinking a cranberry spritzer, like, I'm not gonna throw up, I'm not gonna do it. And then I went to bed. So, you know, nothing useful was done apart from the video editing, but no more writing, so the stats still stand. So after the video editing and the job stuff, we have some writing to catch up on. That's it really. I might make kind of a longer evening out of it because my partner is out playing his Gundams. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I feel a lot better today. Maybe you can tell. And other than that, I don't really have any responsibilities today. Tomorrow is chore day, because on Saturday we are going to Brighton for a day trip, and I'm gonna be able to film myself having a little crawl through a couple cafes or pubs or whatever while I wait for my partner to do his tournament during the day, and then the evening we're gonna have some dinner with friends. So I'm really excited. I hope you are too. I hope you're as full of beans as me. I'm just excited. I'm wearing a new thing, honestly. Sweater? What is this called? I told you I haven't bought any new house clothes for like a decade. Well, not like jumpers and stuff, you know. Okay, let's just get going, because now I'm just stalling. Right, let's go. Guys, I may have used up all my motivation on editing that video. It is 3 p.m. right now, but it's ready, it's scheduled. I spent way too long messing around with the thumbnail, and for what? It's fucking purple and yellow text. Who am I? But I am going to take a break now, I think, and then either have dinner and do the writing, or the other way around. Kind of gonna play it by ear a little bit. I do want to do some today. I also need to fold the laundry, so maybe we'll have a philosophical laundry chat again. I'm really sad that the first one that I did 2 for the previous vlog, and the first one I don't think I hit record, which is a shame, but I was literally just talking about what I thought of the movie Wake Up Dead Man. You know, TLDR, it's a great film, you should go see it if you're into murder mysteries. All of the films, those films with Daniel Craig, the Knives Out mysteries, are, I think, really, really fun. Like a modern Poirot. They're saying that there already is a modern Poirot. It's just more of that. It's so camp. Like, it's so fun, and it's my favorite. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, let's try and get some actual writing done at some point, hopefully. I have a long evening ahead, so here's hoping. Now, one problem that I am encountering is exactly the same as when I was up doing my writing on Twitch, which is that I keep getting distracted looking at metrics, like the metrics of the video, like what's going on. Nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. I just created the YouTube channel a week ago. There's like 10 views. Like, I just need to chill. Anyway, back to writing. I must be crazy, because how did I just write like 2,700 words in one day? That's literally more than the other day when I wrote the climax. This is all just random, like, and then she was sad, and then she did things to make herself less sad. This is like the grieving portion. We are on like 56k. It's Thursday. If I have good writing days the last few days, am I going to be finishing this novel in Brighton on Saturday? I mean, that's a finale. Like, bloody hell. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I feel good. I've written the section. We're getting to a point where the character does the realizations, you know, has their denouement. You know, all the turning point, all the good stuff, and you know, we're barreling towards the final image. Yeah, I think this is gonna end up being 60k, which, as a starting point, considering the fact that edits make books longer almost always, I feel good about that. As like a chronic overwriter, I feel really good about that. So yeah, successful Thursday, amazing. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is Friday. Mars is telling me to write. It's 1 o'clock already, because I spent the morning doing chores and stuff, but now that's all done. I'm ready for the weekend, ready to go to Brighton tomorrow for the day, and honestly probably finish this book there tomorrow. So today's goal is getting up as close to the ending as I can, basically. Yeah, I guess doing the usual 2k, 2 and a bit k. Only if Mars will let me actually write, though, because he's been like this for the past however long. Let's get into it. It's time to write the realization, like, reversal, basically, of this book. Alright, so I did 3 sprints this afternoon. It is now like 2:30, I think, and I'm gonna finish up writing for the day, because if I keep going, I'm gonna have to finish in like an awkward spot, and I won't have that much to write tomorrow during the Brighton trip. But that means tomorrow in Brighton, in a random pub or cafe or something, I'm gonna be finishing the first draft of this book. Which is really exciting. I just started chapter 13, which seems very symbolic for this book. I think it makes sense. But obviously, in the next draft, it will expand quite a lot more. And I also tend to go for quite long chapters, so I'm wondering if I should start breaking my chapters down a bit, because I usually end up with like 2 or more sections, which could just be chapters of their own. But yeah, so today, you know, a little bit of rest, early night, we have a train to catch in the morning so that Dan is on time for his card event, and then I will get to do some filming around Brighton and finish off this first draft. It only took 9 months or whatever. I mean, granted, I wasn't writing for most of that, just procrastinating and like dealing with other life stuff, but still, let's fucking go.
You do have country energy.
Thanks. It's the teeth. I think... Hello everyone, and welcome to the day trip portion of this video. I'm so excited. That was one of my friends that you just heard roasting me on the train, but I was like, I can roast myself back. But yeah, we got up really early and got on our way, just like I said, and then I was left to my own devices to walk around, look for a place to have some brunch, because I was pretty hungry at this point. I found this really nice French place that did like all sorts of brunches. It's pretty full. I'm trying to not like capture too many people in this. But yeah, the food was delicious. And then afterwards I went to try and find a coffee shop, like a sufficiently cozy one that wasn't too full, you know, that was really like my aim. But before that, I thought I had to pay my respects to the sea, and it was windy as all hell. It was actually insanely impressive. It was only really windy on the waterfront though, which I guess makes sense, but like further into town, the streets were like really protecting us. It drizzled a little bit, but luckily there wasn't a full-on storm like the weather report initially said. Even though I think that would have made for like a kick-ass backdrop to writing my book, I might have died. But yeah, it was a really nice walk, though as you can see, I'm struggling. I'll also give you a little bit here to listen to how messed up the ocean and the wind is, because like... I think it was like 35 miles per hour. Anyway, the coffee shop that I ended up settling on was actually near the pavilion, because that was the only place that had like space and it wasn't too super crowded. Though I have to say, I had a really nice chai latte. But the people that were in the coffee shop with me, there was some like real characters in there. So first of all, there was a group with like a baby, and all of this is totally fine. Like, it's a public place, it's my own, you know, choice to write somewhere where other people are enjoying their day. It wasn't a problem at all, but it was just funny how like interesting the people were. So yeah, the people with the baby, I mean, the fact they had a baby, not that remarkable. The fact that they kept singing to the baby, like all together, all 2 or 3 of them, however many it was, in like a choir, that was funny. Then at one point next to me was like the Cuses family. They were all dressed up and coordinating like red and green festive clothes. They were having a great time. They all got like different desserts, and they cut each dessert into 4 portions so that each person could like try a little bit. It was so adorable. I was crying on the inside. And then like later on, I got this group of ladies who had just been to like a choir rehearsal or something, and they just spent the whole time panning people they knew. So that honestly gave me a good chuckle, gave me a little bit of entertainment for the duration of my writing here. I think I ended up spending about 3 hours here in total. So, you know, very gracious of them to let me stay that long. I did order several drinks, and I just took a little corner table, but I had a lovely time. This place was called The Botanist, I believe. It is literally right next to the pavilion. And we went here, actually last time I went to Brighton about a year and a half ago, I want to say, during summer.
But yeah, I made some good progress, and then after that, I went and got myself a pot of Earl Grey tea to finish up the time. And then the book was done. I didn't get to film that much writing-wise after that because I didn't want to capture people in the footage as much as possible, and also my friend had come, so we went around the various thrift shopping areas. This is us in Snooper's Paradise. Everyone was done with their car tournament at that point. I found these beautiful like Tiffany style lamps. I really want one so bad, and then I found more. There was like a whole section for them in this place. I was just like, oh my god, I want one so bad one day. But yeah, as you can see, the Christmas spirit was in full swing. There was also a little cat cafe, which we didn't end up going into, but it was super cute. And yeah, by then it was dark, but the sea was still raging. But the Christmas vibes were up as well. And honestly, I had a great time. It was a lovely trip, and I can't believe the book is finished.
Oh my god, you guys, I'm so tired. But I did it. I finished the first draft of the book yesterday in Brighton, as you just saw, question mark. But I didn't have time to actually count up the words, so I'm going to do that now. It is Sunday, unless you can't tell, and it's like after lunch at this point. I slept in till like 11:30 because I was so tired. We came home at 11. We left it at 9 a.m, so it was a long day. I had so much fun, but I'm definitely paying the price. My whole body hurts. I'm probably going to be recovering for several days, but that's fine because I'm basically taking the week off writing to let the book sit before I start typing it up and making some edits for what will be like a draft 2. But in the meantime, I don't know if I'm going to vlog. I think I might instead make some videos. Like I have some video ideas that I've been ruminating on, so I might work on those, or maybe I will vlog. Maybe I'll have like a super exciting week. She says, having like no actual plans to do anything. But yeah, let's count up these words and find out how much the total for the first draft was. I'm guessing 60k, like 61 maybe, but let's find out. Okay, I've done it. I have the total. So, the total for yesterday was 2,447. Not me turning off my camera halfway through that, oh my god. The total for the whole 3 days was 6,921. Okay. Yeah, so that puts the total for the actual book at 60,795. So 61k, basically, like I said. Yes, so plan for the week is taking a break from the writing. I'm probably going to film a video that is going to explain like my general writing and publishing attempt journey so far, because the AuthorTube tag video that I did is getting probably the most views out of my other videos right now, which is understandable to like kind of get to know me, right? But the camera is so dog shit that I kind of want a better introductory video, basically. I will still keep that one up because I think it's like a fun tag, and you know, it has some pertinent information, but I want something that has answers that aren't just from the top of my head, more like the middle of my head maybe would be nice. So that is probably the video that I'll be putting up on Thursday instead of a vlog, unless my week is like super exciting. And yeah, then well, I mean, today I'm literally just gonna rest. I'm so done, you guys. I'm so tired. The amount of walking, battling the elements. It was so windy and rainy yesterday. Like, I'm just exhausted. So I'm just gonna chill out. So glad that I did all the chores over the last couple of days ahead of time. And I'm gonna play that game where you're a cat that crunches leaves that my fiance got me, and watch some YouTube videos and eat food and sleep. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Have you ever had like a big mismatch between the word count of a project that you planned and like how much it ended up being? Because this is my first time drafting Celine, but I think it's a good thing. And yeah, have a lovely rest of the day / week, and I'll see you super soon. Bye.